YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, we're gonna talk about the Evolsaur and Evoltile archetype, and this is with the new supports. Basically, this is a showcase, so we're gonna talk about the core cards that you'll need for the deck, the Master Duel deck list that we're gonna talk about as a pure version, and then another version that we can pair out with the Snake Eyes. And yes, it has a level 1 fire monster, so that's pretty insane. Also, there is an engine with regards to the new archetype as well, so we're gonna talk about it after a while. But first and foremost, I won't waste any more of your time. Let's go towards our core cards for the deck. Alright, this will be quick. For the core cards of the deck, this is basically what you'll need in a pure version. With regards to the engine, you just basically need the 2 copies of Leos, the 1 copy of Singularity, and the 1 copy of Lars in your extra deck. Please tell me if I'm wrong, but usually that's what I saw in most of the decks that I've seen with the Evolsaur, but comment down below if I'm not correct. Right off the bat, we have 1 copy of Evolsaur Elias. So when this card is spell summoned by the effect of an Evoltile monster, you can spell summon 1 level 6 or lower fire dinosaur type monster from your hand. So the monster that can spell summon Elias is a copy of Mega Chirelia, I think is the correct pronunciation. So you just use the effect of Mega Chirelia and then spell summon this one to the field, which is not half bad for an effect. So typically just need 1 copy of this in your pure version. Then we have the new monster, which is the Evolsaur Leos. This is basically what we need for the engine, of course, on 3 copies, no less, on a pure version as well. So if this card is normal or spell summon, you can set 1 evolutionary bridge or Evo Singularity directly from your deck. So the bridge is kind of weird though. I don't really like that effect. You can just use the effect of Singularity, which is basically an instant exi monster into the Lars. As long, granted, you have the 2 monsters as materials from your graveyard, which are Evoltile. And then our next card we have here are Evoltile or Evolsaur Volcano. So when this card is spell summoned by the effect of an Evoltile monster, you can target 1 Evolsaur monster from your graveyard, special summon it. The tricky part here is this needs to be like Chainlink 1 for its effect to resolve. I've tested that one out if this card is on Chainlink 2. But regardless, with the number of copies, you can just run with 2 copies of this in a pure deck. Next up, we have our new support card as well, which is the Evoltile Folius. So if your monster you control would be destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can just tribute 1 reptile or dinosaur monster instead. Then if this card is normal or special summon, you can spell summon 1 Evoltile monster from your hand or graveyard face down in defense position. So that's practically a really good effect as well. Also, you can set 1 Evo Force or Evo Instant directly from your deck to the field. So the Evo Instant is a trap card. The Evo Force is what you basically need, which is this one here. So we'll talk about it in a bit later. But regards to the pure version, the Folius is on 3 copies needed. Next up, we'll have a copy of the WILL. So if this card on the field is tributed, you can spell summon 1 Evolsaur monster from your deck. So an instant spell summon from your deck is a really good effect, but it needs to be clause tributed for its effect to trigger. 2 to 3 copies for this in a pure version, depending on the deck that you're playing. But yeah, that's the WILL. Next up, we have a copy of Mega Chirelia. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but you can tribute 1 reptile monster, then discard 1 card, spell summon 1 level 6 or lower fire dinosaur monster from your deck. So a really good card as well as a level 1 fire monster. So Snake Eyes can actually use this one to its full potential. And the effect of discarding 1 card, and not specifically an Evolsaur or an Evoltile, makes it a really good engine. So you discard this, spell summon a copy of Leos from your deck. Leos will dump a copy and then get a copy of the Singularity to the field. Next turn, you can summon the Lars, which is a really good exi monster on the field. Insanely good. But on the pure version, just run with 2 copies. Still pretty nice for its effect as well. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 dragon exi monster you control with no materials attached up to 2 reptiles and or dinosaur monsters with different names from your hand or grave as materials. So another good effect as well, if that would be the case. But yeah, that's Mega Chirelia. With regards to the spell traps, you have 3 copies of Diversity, which is typically add 1 Evoltile or Evolsaur monster from your deck to your hand. And then the copy of the Evo Force, tribute 1 Evoltile monster, spell summon 1 Evolsaur monster from your deck. Really good effect, but you just need like 2 copies of this in your pure version. And lastly, the copy of Singularity, 2 copies in a pure version. So target 1 Evoltile or Evolsaur monster from your graveyard, special summon 1 Evolsaur exi monster from your extra deck, and if you do, attach those as material. Really good, and that's your main deck. For your extra deck, you can run with 1 to 2 copies of Solda. So when your opponent spell summons a monster, you can detach one material from this card and destroy that monster. So a really good effect. And then with a new card, which is Evolsaur Lars, you just basically need 1 copy of this. Whether or not you're using a pure version or not, it's still on 1 copy. And you know, the rare thing with this is going to be UR, so it's going to be like a bit expensive. But yeah, when this card has materials, your opponent cannot target it with monster effects. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card, or just 1 material if all these cards' materials are reptiles. That's really good effect, and target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, negate it. But like I said, instantly summon with a copy of Singularity, which makes it better. Then we have the copy of Lagia and a copy of Dolka. So Dolka is the monster negation. The Lagia is the spell and trap card negation. So yeah, 2 copies of this. With regards to the Master Duel rarities, these monsters right here, the Lagia and the Dolka, are URs. So I'm not sure if you want to craft additional copies of this just for the pure deck. But if you have a ton of UR shards to spare, go for it if you like. But anyways, that is your core cards here, guys. Let's go towards our Master Duel deck list. Okay, so here we are with the Master Duel deck list. We'll of course showcase this one later with some other combos as well, and lastly with our Snake Eyes and Evoltile as an engine. We are running with 1 copy of Tyranno. You can spell summon this with a copy of the Double Evolution Pill. Really good. 1 Misk, Ash Blossom Max C, Double Evolution Pill. We are running with 1 Archosaur that we can summon with a copy of Miscellaneousaurus. Triple Fossil Dig, really getting into the consistency with this deck. Prosperity, Consistency, 2 Imperms, and then a 2 copy of Singularity. For the extra deck, same old. The Nightmare Monsters, the Masquerina, the Linkuriboh into a copy of Gardena so that you can use Linkuriboh as fodder for the Double Evolution Pill. That's basically your Master Duel deck list for a pure Evolsaur or Evoltile deck. Let's go towards another version with the Snake Eyes as well. So here we are with the variant for the Evoltile as an engine. And like I said earlier, you just need 2 copies of Leos, 1 copy of Mega Chirelia, and a 1 copy of your Singularity. Now this is typically a brick if you get this on your starting hand. But yeah, once you got a copy of Mega Chirelia on the field, it still works well summoning the Leos, and then you can go with the Singularity and then summon your Lars on the next turn. Typically, all the cards here are in Master Duel nowadays. Regardless, that's Snake Eyes with the new Evolsaur Engine. Let's go do a quick combo with the deck, of course, with the pure version and with Snake Eyes version. Okay, so without further ado, let's go towards our gameplay showcase. Alright guys, so here we are with the gameplay and the combo showcase with the pure version for the Evoltile Evolsaur. So there is a 1 card combo with 1 discard with the help of the Mega Chirelia. So this is what we'll basically need. So this is a quick combo with the deck, of course. So let's start. So first and foremost, we go for a copy. This is basically an engine as well, so take note of this one as well. So we go for Mega Chirelia, tribute 1 reptile on the field, and discard 1 card on hand. So we can just discard Maxi because we don't want Maxi here. We go for Leos here on the field. Since Leos was spell summoned by a fire monster, and then of course it is spell summoned to the field, we can gain access to the Singularity on the field. So with that, with the effect of Leos, we can dump a copy of... We can go into a copy of Miscellaneousaurus here, which is pretty good and easy access to one of our monsters, which we'll do. Or in the other case, for the engine, you'll just dump the 2nd copy of Leos to the graveyard for the effect of Singularity on the next turn. So with this, it's on a pure version. We go for banishing a copy of Misk for Archosaur. Archosaur will pop the monster on the field and gain access to the Double Evolution Pill. Evolution Pill. With this, we go for a copy of Linkuriboh, and then go for a copy of Secure Garda for Linkuriboh to be in the graveyard. And then we go for a copy of Double Evolution Pill, banishing this and banishing that. Go for UCT to the field. And that's basically the board right there. So 1 interruption, 2 interruptions. We can go into a copy of the with Lars on the next turn, which is another interruption as well. To top it all off, you still have your 4 remaining cards, or no, 3 remaining cards on hand because we discarded 1. So that is a pure version, guys. Let's go towards the Snake Eyes version with the Evoltile engine. Alright guys, so here we are with the Snake Eyes and Evolsaur as an engine. So we just need like 2 cards on hand. One would be Ash, of course, because what we need or what we'll use for the other card is basically for discard. So this is typically a 1-card combo with a discard. So yeah, let's go towards our combo here. So with the Snake Eyes first, we go for this one here. Gain access to our... This is typically the Snake Eyes combo or typical combo for the Snake Eyes. So get a copy of Poplar. Poplar will be special summoned to the field. And then with Poplar, we go for a copy of this one here, original. So we go for with a copy of Linkuriboh here with our Poplar. Poplar will be added there, and then go for a copy of Ash. Spell summon our Flamberge Dragon to the field. And with this, we go for a copy of original. Tribute our Linkuriboh for a copy of Mega Chirelia. With a Mega Chirelia's effect, we go tribute the 1 reptile and then discard. We go for a copy of Leos to the field. Now, once Leos is spell summoned to the field by the effect of a 1 fire monster, we get a copy of Singular to the field or Singularity to the field, and then use the effect of Leos to dump the last copy of Leos from our deck to the graveyard. So with this, we go with a copy of IP Masquerena here. There we go. And then use the effect of IP here. Spell summon the 2 monsters here to the field. And with that, we summon the 2 monsters from our graveyard. We go for a copy of Bestower of Flames, our IP with a copy of Poplar here. Summon the Bestower to the field, and then use the effect of Bestower to spell summon the Flamberge to the field. Flamberge will then get a copy of IP Masquerena to our back row here. And with this, we have here a copy of Amblu Whale. Now, you can go a copy of Zealantis here afterwards, but still perfectly fine. This is still a typical Ash combo with just 1 card and 1 discard. So with that, let's play this out with the effects. So there we go. Use the effect of Flamberge here. Spell summon the IP to the field, and with the effect of Singularity, get that monster, and then another monster there. Spell summon the Lars to the field, which is pretty good. So with this, we have 1 interruption. We have the Bestower from the graveyard. We have the Lars effect, which is kind of good, and then a lot of interruptions, I would say. So this, summon that to the field. Use the effect of Flamberge as another interruption. Spell summon the copy of Ash and a copy of our Poplar to the field. Use the effect of Ash. Use the effect of Poplar. Gain. Now we can't go for Linkuriboh just yet. Let's get a field spell, and with that, let's get a copy of Ash for follow-up next turn. So that's basically it, and we still have a copy of our very own Bestower in the graveyard, so that's pretty good. So perfectly fine, right? I mean, that's still good, insanely good. So with that, use the effect. And then we go for a copy here. Pretty good. Use the effect. Summon Ash. Get a copy of Poplar. And then as well summon Poplar to the field. So that's basically it. Ash, or the new Snake Eyes with, of course, the Evolsaur as its very own engine. So we go for game. Attack for Appaloosa. Attack. There we go. Attack, and then lastly attack. Alright, so that is all that we need to know about the new Evolsaur Evoltile deck, and of course the Evolsaur as an engine, or the Evoltile as an engine with the new Snake Eyes. So really insane, another new engine for the new archetype as well with the Snake Eyes. Anyways, what are your thoughts with the new Evolsaur? Tell me in the comment section below. If not, this is it for today. Keep safe, good luck. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.